So the other day I heard this podcast that Macklemore was saying something about today media is like the fast food. So remember back in the days when every restaurant want to be a fast food restaurant because it was trending and people were making a lot of money with fast food restaurants. So you would go to somewhere like a shopping mall or something, and all the restaurants will become like fast food restaurants. And with media, kind of similar. This it kind of seems like it's getting the same way. Whether it's Instagram, TikTok, wherever Reels, it's all short form content, and it's like fast food. The more you can deliver, the more you can gain. Hello and welcome to the Unedited Show. Today I'm doing the show with this voice. As you can hear, my voice is really bad, but nonetheless, yesterday was worse. That's when I was supposed to release the podcast, but yesterday was way worse, so I didn't did the recording yesterday. So today we are talking about this fast food of media, and the thing that I wanted to talk about is how do you gain attention when it's a fast food of media. And what happens is, if you think about the hours that you're in, maybe some people have like their screen time really high, and you can look up into that. Some iPhones, iPads, and Macs already have the screen time. If you don't have the screen time on your phone, Android phone, or your PC computer, you can actually get tools to grab the screen time that you need, and so that you can control. Because let's say you're doing 8 hours of screen time, that's a lot. Okay, so usually, I don't know, for me, usually I get around a little more because I do work at the computer, so my screen time is counting as I'm doing some training over remotely. That screen time is counting. But if I look into my phone, I actually have like around 2 and 3 hours of screen time. And what I've been looking into that is that I wanted to make it lower. So of course, if I work with content, I'm not must, but I want to consume content so that I know where the market is, what people are doing, how they're creating, whatever it is. And even for me, for the purpose of teaching, it's really helpful that I can know what people are doing and everything. So the more I investigate around YouTube, TikTok, the better I give the lessons about that. But not only that, also, what I see is that consuming media, sometimes you're not consuming the right media. And that's where I feel like a little different about platforms. So you kind of go into TikTok, and I know there's a lot of channels blowing up with finance and with those do it yourself, earn money like this and like that. And those channels are helpful because people might find a way to make more money, organize their lives better, and everything. But most of the content are probably around entertainment. And the thing with TikTok is, even if you follow this or that creator, wherever creator you follow, the thing is, you will always have TikToks from other people. And something is, I don't know, messing around with my table. Sorry about that. But so the thing is, if you're getting to see other creators that you're not subscribed to, and that might be a good thing, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the thing is, if you are selecting what you want to see, you might be instructed better on what you want. But usually on TikTok, Instagram, you cannot do that because that's the algorithm working where they're pushing other creators. And that's a good thing for creators, but that's not a good thing for who's consuming and what they want to consume. Because if you only want to learn new things, you might follow this or that channel, and that will help you, of course, having the selected channels. But nonetheless, you'll never discover new ones if you only see the selected ones. So this is like a how do we say, a 2-point stick, or with a knife with two ends. And the thing is, it really is good for a creator that it's just beginning. So there's this amazing opportunity with TikTok and Reels that you can actually blow up in no time, because you might get trendy, you might get viral or whatever it is, and people will share. But if not, if they're not subscribing to you, how do they discover you? So unless this algorithm works in your favor also, it doesn't help too much to new creators. So unless you're like building up a follow, how, and I don't know, even like sharing, and you gotta be you gotta be on people's eyes. So it's kind of being the fast food. If you're not a restaurant that is fast food and you want to be among the other fast food restaurants, you might be seen and you might be the one selected, but you also have a lot of competition. And the thing with fast food is, and fast media is, there's a lot of competition. And the faster it became, the faster you fall also. Okay, so you might be trending and that's really good for you, and you might get a video like, oh, I got 2 million views, and then was just that one. No other video got 2 million views, and that's really like, okay, what happened? And that could cause some issues for the person just to understand what is happening. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Why I have a 2 million video and now I don't have any more? So the faster you go up, also you can also fall down really fast. And with content like YouTube, the long form, not the short form, is you build an audience, and that audience, even if they're subscribed to your channel, in most of the times they won't look at your channel, because there's also two kinds of people in YouTube. There are people that only see what they subscribe, and there are people who see what YouTube recommends to them. So in these two cases, when you get things recommended, okay, the algorithm is favoring also creators that are maybe talking about something that you already enjoyed, that you already watch, and that's how you can come to get to a new creator or find someone, or those collabs that were people collab with each other so they can find other people and all of that. So that's really helpful for the creator. But with the fast food consumption, if you only have going back to the screen time, if you only limit your screen time to 1 hour and you want to consume as much content as possible, you're not going to select the YouTube unless you're really focused on getting something out of it. Let's say a DIY, a learning, kind of a tutorial or something that you can focus. Okay, so I need to learn this. So I'll get to YouTube, I'll search, and I'll find 10 videos, 10 minutes each, and that's over an hour. So okay, 6 minute videos, 10 videos, and that's it. That's my hour around YouTube, and I don't consume any other content. But you also may want to see some entertainment. You might want to see some other stuff that you're not seeing on those YouTube. So if you limit your hour or your consumption of daily screen time around those apps, it's not like you can have screen time more with another apps. If you're creating something, of course you're going to have more screen time, but just consuming Instagram, or if you're making posts, of course it's work, it's not counting, or you should not count as that. But if you limit your time on those platforms, it's the only way to go is with fast media, because that's the way you can consume more, maybe learn more if they're faster. But some people don't learn as fast as others. So you might see this fast tutorial on TikTok. Okay, you do go here and go there. And just yesterday I was talking about this photography and product photography. This one guy was putting his laptop like a background for the product and 3 small lights, and the photos came out perfectly. But what about his knowledge of using the camera? Most people might not have the knowledge that he has. What about his knowledge of taking care of the picture? whether it's Lightroom or Photoshop, whatever it is. So they might not know about that. So, okay, so you're saying it looks like it's really easy, but that's like looking a guy doing a backflip in a BMX or a motorcycle. They make it look so simple. Go ahead and try that. Maybe maybe you'll break your neck, or maybe you'll hurt yourself really bad, because that's years of practice before that one piece of video. So that's my take about fast consumption of fast media. And of course, it's very helpful. It's very helpful to promote new content, to promote new channels, to promote new creators and everything. And I love that about the short content form. And even sometimes, like just things around the house and everything that, oh, how long did you know about this or that? Those are really helpful, and people maybe they'll remind themselves about that video. But usually if you consume too much, you see so much stuff, you don't even like record what you're seeing, because it was too fast. It's like a fish in a fishbowl. It doesn't remind itself that he got to the end, then he got to go back. So attention span, it's getting really low, and even the memory that you retain everything, it's not as good as watching like a 10 minutes YouTube video where you're learning, or maybe you're pausing even, so you can, like, if you're learning about software or some other thing, maybe you try it by yourself. So there's a lot of ways to go about this, but I still believe that YouTube is one of the best places so you can create content and deliver that content to your audience and create a really impactful audience. Fast, short media, it's really helpful for you to grow, to get your, it's like brand awareness. So if you're making yourself known to the public, and that is really helpful. I've seen people blowing up on social media in Reels and TikTok really, really fast. So if they bring those people to YouTube or to a course or whatever they're selling or whatever, they can actually make a really good living out of it. So, but you have to be, you have to take yourself accountable how you're consuming your content and where you're consuming your content, not to consume a lot of content that it's not as meaningful as like watching YouTube and maybe learning or reading a book. You know that reading a book you might learn better because you're actually reading those words and you're memorizing them faster, or not faster, but easier, because you're repeating what you're reading. And there's a lot of ways to go about it. I do actually learn a lot on YouTube. I kind of learn some things in short content, but I would rather to learn in YouTube. But it's really, really useful. And that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, like being the difference, not the difference, but talking about the short content form and the long form. And that's my take on it. I hope you guys like see your screen time and really find yourself focusing on what you want to learn or what you want to achieve, because sometimes just like going through fast short content, you can get stuck really, really badly. And okay guys, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this voice will be better. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment whatever you're seeing, and give me your opinion. I'll always want to hear what you guys have to say. See ya!